All right, guys, I want to do a follow-up on the last video and about finding a designer to partner with. There's other sites out there like Upwork.com. So this is Upwork.com as soon as it loads, where you can also find designers to partner with. I gave Fiverr as an example because it's really an easy one to go with. I would recommend reaching out to people and trying to form a strategic partnership. You know, tell them that your job is going to be to go and find them more work and that you're going to mark it up to make some money on it. And most people are fine with that. That's really how business works at the end of the day. And they are basically going to be your outsourcer and you're going to be the salesperson. It's a lot like, think about how Apple worked, right? Steve Jobs didn't build computers. He partnered with someone who built them, and Steve Jobs was a salesman. It's kind of the same way, but in the digital sense. So you want to find out and make sure they're okay with that. And if they are okay with that, they'll probably even give you samples to use. And you can probably even ask them, you can show them your website and say, hey, look, I've got this website. If you decided to purchase the template, and I've got a spot on my website to put samples. Do you think we could put some of the samples here because it would help as people come to look to see the kind of work that you do? So you could go that route about it as well, and basically explain, you know, that you're going to be selling logos and you'll bring the work to them to do it, and you'll pay them whatever price you work out. Otherwise, the alternative is to go find a designer on Upwork and hire them basically as like a virtual employee. So decide on a rate that you're going to pay them. Maybe it's like $15 per logo or something like that, and they're essentially your employee. So that's what you want to do. As far as Fiverr goes, if you're going to go that route, make sure that you ask them about commercial rights on the logo, because tell them you need to pass that on to the customer you sell it to. And it's pretty standard, pretty typical in the industry, and people know about it, just to avoid like copyright stuff, because the customer who purchases is going to want commercial rights to use that logo on printing and other things. You know, they might be selling t-shirts or something. You never know. So I just wanted to add kind of those extra details in and make sure that we kind of went full circle on it, so that you understood that. If you didn't pick up the theme and you want to still get access to that, I'll leave a link underneath this video to pick it up, because it is helpful to, you know, have this. It's not necessary, but it definitely can help if, you know, you're reaching out to someone on one of these sites like that we're talking about, you know, the Thumbtack site, or if you're going to go the route of trying to get retainers like we talk about in the last video in this section. You know, it can help to link back to your consultancy website, but it's not necessary, but it can just definitely help. All right, guys, so there you have it. Hopefully that kind of helps answer any maybe lingering questions that you might have had.